Welcome back, Patriots. Welcome back to Sons of Liberty, 1773. Hopefully this thing's working as it should. Why is it not working right? Hang on, folks. A little bit of technical difficulty here. Anyways, welcome back to Sons of Liberty, 1773. Hopefully you're getting this 5 by 5. So let's reflect back to July 4th, 1776. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, God, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, our sacred honor. Indeed, when the signers of the declaration penned their names on that historic parchment, they committed high treason signing their own death warrants. It was liberty or death, literally. Only John Hancock, by the way, signed the declaration on July 4th, 1776. He was the president of Congress, the Continental Congress, before the first few copies were circulated. Washington read them to his troops aloud, the declaration. The official signing took place on August 2nd, 1776. And as much as that picture shows the signers all together signing, they came and went from Independence Hall, I guess it was, signing the declaration. Tomorrow, as we celebrate 248 years of America's independence, that is now under attack by the tyrannical Biden regime. By the way, Jill Biden is about 5 miles from my house today here in Antrim County at a local farm. I guess she knows what a vegetable looks like. Now is the time to read the Declaration of Independence again. There are 27 grievances, folks. Read them. They apply today as much as they did in the 1700s. You will learn that history is sadly repeating itself. The signing of the Declaration was just the beginning of a long, tough war to win America's independence. Continental soldiers fought and survived with little food, poor attire, lack of supplies and pay. Many died from the elements. Many had no shoes. You could tell literally the movement of the Continental Army in the winter by the blood left in the snow. These people walked hundreds of miles, sometimes well over thousands, with no shoes. They lost toes. Their feet turned black. They got gangrene, yet they fought for liberty. Many died from the elements. Many had no shoes ever. You could tell, Yet against all odds, this army of undernourished, ill-equipped men defeated the greatest military force in the world. Many, and I mean many, gave life and limb to win our independence. We owe them everything. If the godless commies, folks, win in November, we will find ourselves facing the second American Revolution. And it will be up to us to do whatever is necessary to save our constitutional republic from this tyrannical regime. We currently have a despotic government every bit as wicked as the tyrannical British Empire was to the colonists. There is some good news thanks to the U.S. Supreme Court. The Chevron deference decision was massive. This is a death blow to the administrative state. Excuse me, folks. The EPA and other agencies can no longer make laws and bring tyranny to property owners. And the burdensome laws they have made will be overturned in the courts over time. The Enron Fisher decision will now free January 6 political prisoners that were illegally prosecuted and imprisoned by the criminal Biden regime. The presidential immunity decision should end the criminal lawfare waged by the wicked Biden DOJ against Trump. So those are all huge decisions for restoring our constitutional republic, and we can thank Trump. Think if he wouldn't have defeated Hillary Clinton, he would have never put 3 conservative justices on the Supreme Court, and we'd be in deep Mamu right now. The other day, Trump cleaned Biden's clock at the debate, and all of America and the entire world witnessed how weak and feeble Biden is. He's a cadaver. He's a walking cadaver. The Democrats are in meltdown, working feverishly to replace Biden with somebody they think can beat Trump. Nobody can beat Trump right now. America has had enough of the godless communist agenda that has put millions of people from upper middle class into poverty. People are living hand to mouth. Our money doesn't go anywhere. People can't afford groceries. They can't afford bills, can't afford their mortgage. He's leading us to World War III. His open border policy is destroying this country. It's let millions of illegals flood into our nation. Many terrorists. But we all remember how great things were under President Trump, don't we? So, I don't know what is up with my camera, folks, but I don't feel like it's working right. Anyways, I can't really read my screen is dark. I can't really read your comments, but I will read them later. But I want to let you know that I am, as far as my health is doing, I'm doing great. By the way, on this day, July 3rd, 2021, after we had won with Matt DePerno, my attorney, our historic lawsuit to get a forensic audit of the Dominion voting machines, just months later, Joe Biden and his entourage were here in Antrim County, and I'm up in rural northern Michigan, drove by my property. There's a video of it, and you'll find it in the community post. I posted it again today. But anyways, I'm doing well, by the way. Friday, for those of you who don't know, I was diagnosed in January with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I've been on chemo, taking some other stuff as well that we won't talk about. But my tumors have been shrinking. My CA19-9, which is a blood tumor marker, has been dropping. It's been all good news. Thank you for your prayers and continued prayers. On Friday, I get my next CT scan. It's been 2 months. The last one showed my tumors shrinking, and I'm praying again to the good Lord that Friday will be good news again when I get another CT scan. But I'm feeling good, and I will tell you, even with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, nothing is stopping this guy from working to save America, to get out the vote and get as many people as I know to vote for Trump as I can. It's just the nation and the free world at risk. Really don't want to find ourselves in another bloody revolution, but live free or die. So as you can see, it's a beautiful day up here in the Great North. My sister's coming to vote, or coming to visit from Idaho the middle of the month. Haven't seen her in a while. It'll be my youngest sister. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. Looking forward to taking her boating and spending some time with her. Just enjoying life. Pray every day for God's healing grace. Ask for His mercy that He'll let me stick around a few more years if it's in His will. But I'm good with God, and I'm good with His decision, whatever it is. But really would like to stick around a few more years and hang out with everybody, especially my wife and our little dog Nutmeg. So I want to wish everybody a very happy Independence Day. The signers, I'll tell you, I've been reading a lot of books. And I'm reading one right now, and just the Revolutionary War is just such a miracle that we want our independence. I mean, troops were underfed, ill-equipped, didn't have proper clothes for winter, not by the slightest means, lacked shoes, starving, no pay, remember, not worth a Continental because there was hyperinflation. Desertion, Washington was dealing with deserters, and he dealt with them, folks. He caught them, and they were tried, and they were executed. I just read in the book I'm reading, Henry Lighthorse Lee, which is the father of Robert E. Lee, was so pissed at a deserter, he caught one and decapitated him, and he told Washington about it, and Washington said to hide the body so no one else sees it. But it was brutal, just brutal. To live in the elements with no clothes. I mean, you know what? I live in the Midwest. I've dealt with severe winters. I can't imagine not having winter clothing, sleeping in a homemade little hut out of logs or a tent, and surviving. Many didn't. Many died of the elements. But the Battle of Trenton, when they were crossing the river, I was reading, barefoot in a nor'easter, charging Trenton, and just the horrors they went through to win our independence. And we owe them everything, and every other soldier, man and woman alike, that's gave their life for this country. We owe it to all them to save this great republic and defeat tyranny. This regime that's in Washington is the most evil thing I've seen in my lifetime. This woke communist agenda, weaponizing the DOJ. I mean, it's really, November 2020 was a coup, a communist coup. They stole the election. They went after our First Amendment. They silenced, they deplatformed, they imprisoned. They continue to imprison people. Merrick Garland and all these people are going to pay when we get back in office. It's not retribution. They'll get actually a fair trial. It's justice. We want justice. Something I pray for all the time is that God's justice will be restored to this land, that it'll sweep through, that God will sweep his justice through the wells of Congress, through the air conditioner just kicked on, let me move, through the Supreme Court, through every legislature, every DA's or every Attorney General's office, every courthouse in America. We want justice, and we've seen nothing but injustice for years. And what happened at the federal Supreme Court with those 3 big decisions, that's huge. I mean, the court was actually working for once, which is something we haven't seen. So the next, I will tell you, we are in frightening times because the Democrats, the communists, they will do everything to keep power. Trump is in grave danger of an assassination. It's the only way they're going to stop him. So pray for President Trump, that God puts a hedge of protection around him and his family. Pray for Steve Bannon, who's now a political prisoner. Think about that. The January 6th trial was completely illegitimate, one-sided, should have never been allowed to be organized the way it was with no Republicans. Couldn't make a defense. It was a communist show trial. And Bannon had not only presidential immunity, but he refused to follow the illegitimate clown court's subpoena. And now they put him in court. And put him in jail for 4 months in a federal prison. And Congress, the Republicans, could be doing something about it. But haven't seen anything but talk. Talk. I think we're all sick of the BS talk. We want action, action, action. So, all right, guys, I haven't did a live in a while. I probably screwed it up a little bit, but I will read your comments and answer them once this video is done loading. And just love you all. Pray for America. Pray for our political prisoners. As Bannon would say, pray for our enemies, because we's going medieval on them. But keep the faith and keep up the good fight, and dig in. Get out the vote for Trump. Get everybody you know to get the vote out and tell them to find people to vote. We have to win this election. or not going to be good. So that's it. Happy Independence Day. I got my shirt on. I don't know if you can see this. And, let's see, can I back up a little bit? George Washington, 1776. Suck it, England. Suck it, Biden communist regime. We're coming for you. So I'm going to end it here, everybody. I'm a little hoarse, but just wanted to let you know I'm still feeling good. I'm 100 pounds lighter, a little easier to walk up the stairs. But I'm praying I beat this dreadful disease. I will claw my way to November because I am going to be here to vote for Trump. All right? But everything is going as good as it can be. See you. Goodbye.